Food. We all love our food. It's one of our basic necessities. And in today's episode, we're going to be looking at how food has been affected by technology and where technology stands in the food industry for the years to come. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, technology is important in the food world, it's without doubt. Our world population is nearing 9 billion people, and that's a lot of people to feed. And thus, technology comes into play here, because how do we sustain 9 billion people, already degrading Earth? We're going to be looking at how we're going to solve these issues, but also some of the interesting solutions that have come from technology, such as 3D printing or, the revolution of food deliveries, like using drones, for example. So first, let's go into the topic of food delivery. Now, all of us at some points of our life have already probably ordered food online. Probably been delivered by websites or apps or companies like Grab or Uber or Food Panda, whatever you use. We all use food delivery systems. Now, as technology progresses, as our world develops, some very interesting ways of technology or delivery have evolved. For example, ghost restaurants. Now, because of how efficient food delivery is and how it's so easy, it's almost like using Amazon but for food. It's so simple, just a click of a button, going on an app, choosing from hundreds of selections of restaurants, and before you know it, maybe 10 or 20 minutes later, your food has been delivered to your home without any of your effort. I mean, easy, right? So what some restaurants have decided to do is to become something called a ghost restaurant. Now, ghost restaurants are establishments only designed to deliver food. You can't go to a ghost restaurant and, let's say, order food and eat there, or go there, get your food packed up and leave. Ghost restaurants are designed to only deliver food by using apps. And we suspect the numbers are going to rise drastically towards the end of 2019, considering how popular food delivery systems are now. Some ghost restaurants have already implemented robots into their systems. Robots which flip burgers and manage to grill, all programmed by, of course, AI. This has, of course, been delivered by customers' requirements for extremely fast delivery, and of course trying to keep that food as fresh as possible for the customer to eat, even after a long delivery period. Now let's talk about drones. Drones have two applications in this case. Of course, food delivery, making them much quick, ignoring all the traffic that's involved with road systems, or drones can actually help farmers. Now let's first start with, of course, the food delivery aspect. Now, drones, which fly in the air, are suddenly becoming more efficient, more accurate, and much more easier to control. Amazon has already used drones where they've already implemented drone delivery systems. Now, food delivery systems and drones have been here for years already. Of course, as the technology is increasing and as people are accepting that drones can be used instead of motorbikes or cars for delivery, well, you should be expecting more drones to hit the skies to deliver your food. But back to how drones can help farmers. Now, a farm is not a small land, it is massive. And usually in a single farm, there are few farmers, not many. So what drones can be implemented to use is lend farmers an extra hand. And I'm about to tell you why. With drones, farmers can locate precisely where a diseased or damaged crop exists. They're of course controlled by satellite systems, and what drones can do is also more accurately release pesticides or fertilizers in specific areas, making it much more easier for farmers. They can also take photos and have immediate information about certain areas directly delivered to the farmer, ready to use for the farmer's needs. Now, as I was doing research for this video, something very interesting hit me. 3D printing. Now, 3D printing isn't as efficient as we see in the movies. I mean, it's not quick, it takes forever. Layer by layer, you build up an object. And it's not usually a very complicated object. To make a complicated object, you need to print out individual parts, and it can take days to months. But the idea of 3D printing in food? Okay. So right now, the most talked about 3D printed food object is actually candy. What this candy is basically made of is literally pure sugar. And the company that stands at the top currently is named Chef Jet. But recently, supposedly, they teamed up with Hershey's to print up 3D chocolate. And to make stuff more crazy, NASA, like NASA, Moon NASA, Neil Armstrong NASA, yeah, you know what NASA is. Well, they printed pizza, ladies and gentlemen, like Domino's pizza, Pizza using a 3D printer. And to make stuff even weirder, there's a machine you can buy right now to install in your home to print your own 3D food. And the name? Foodini. Like Houdini, but food. And when you buy the Foodini, you can make stuff such as burgers, pizzas, and even desserts, like we talked about earlier. Now we all know smart fridges, we all know our smart TVs, but have you ever heard of a smart oven? Well, I haven't until now. Smart ovens are basically ovens. Yeah, it's that simple. So basically, these smart ovens are installed with AI. So basically, you can control it with your phone. You can leave an oven on, and of course control all its applications using your phone instead of those annoying knobs and those buttons. So these pre-programmed ovens will allow you to select a certain meal, and then they will cook it for you, which is extremely easy. Some ovens already have this option, but I suppose that these pre-programmed ovens will have a much broader range of varieties of food, ranging from our pizzas to fish to even very more complicated dishes. But as the technology rises, you can expect to see smart ovens read recipes and automatically create dishes using augmented reality applications to recognize individual ingredients. That means it will use its AI to recognize which ingredients are in the oven to perfectly set your food using the direct pre-programmed instructions that has been programmed by, of course, the company. Well, that's all cool and all. Let's go into a much more scary fact, data mining. Now, we all know data mining happens on social media accounts where companies sell your data for advertisers to use to target you specifically to buy their product. Now, no one's ever thought about how food can be implemented in data mining. So, whether it's a big fast food chain or a big food chain or an independent owned cafe, sometimes or probably businesses are collecting your personal data on your food selection. So by using AI, they can mine your habits, customer habits, or food trends, and thus extract information and use it to develop new products or change current items they have in their store. So what this will basically mean is retailers will be able to deliver a more customized, basically, experience to you using your data. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I mean, leave a comment on what you think and yeah, sure, we'll discuss it. But let's move on to more interesting technology in the food world. Now let's talk about land. Land is scarce, and to find land specifically used or, appropriate for food growth, that's really hard. But let's talk about an interesting case, the London Underground, where a hydroponic farm was built in the London Underground. The abandoned London Underground was originally an air raid basement. Now it grows fresh crops to deliver to nearby restaurants. That is ironic, but beautiful the same way. So, to explain hydroponic technology, let's think about it this way. When you farm, you have a flat surface where one plant can exist on certain land. But for hydroponics, you can have multiple layers, multiple levels of food. And what they do is they leave the roots open, not in soil, nothing. Instead, water is sprayed towards the roots, nutrients is sprayed towards the plant, and thus they absorb it much more easily. This is definitely a trend we're going to be seeing used much more in the future, considering it's much more efficient, much more easier, and can produce sometimes much better food. Now Philips, which is this very famous and huge tech brand, is working on special LEDs which help plant growth by emitting special radiation. And considering since LED lights don't get hot, they can sit closer to plants and can produce light particular to different species of crops. Thus you can have many different types of lights, lots of radiation being emitted to help the plant grow better. I don't know what the side effects are, but I mean, it's cool nonetheless. There's so many other ways technology can be implemented in our food, such as GMOs, known as genetically modified organisms, but I'm not going to go into that in this episode. You also have food waste tracking, where apps and web platforms can track how much food a place is wasting and do some calculations. Yeah, stuff like that. Of course, the access to recipes, giving people this large variety of recipes available at their fingertips instead of, these really big chunky books. And of course, using social media to promote local food, which of course boosts the economy for the local community, but of course encourages us to buy more healthy ingredients, such as local items. And yeah, that's all from me, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the video. It's quite an interesting one, actually, to see how technology is affecting food. Some things you may have expected, some things you probably didn't. But anyways, guys, please do leave a sub right now. Fun fact, 47% of the people who watch my video aren't actually subbed, which is quite sad. So, if you're one of those 47% of people, guys, please do leave a sub. It means a lot to me. Or don't. I'm not forcing you. Sub, understand me? You better sub. Yeah, I'm not forcing you. But if you're a kind person who cares about other people's feelings, please do leave that sub. Yeah, that's enough from me. Leave a like or leave a dislike. Leave a comment on what you thought, maybe your opinions on what are the side effects of technology in our food. Is it going to get better or is it going to get worse? Maybe leave some of your own opinions or ideas in the technological world and how we can use technology to improve food. Yeah, see you in the next one, guys.